Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Akashic Rose with Sabrina Dawn. So happy to be here with you guys this morning. So I was meditating, getting ready for this, and I heard the words check-in. Now, I have had to use that words for a certain reason today anyways, but then when I went in, those are the words that I heard. So we'll see how the words check-in come out in this reading, okay? So we're going to start with the Radley Valentine Angel Oracle. Angel Tarot, sorry. But also, if you guys can do me a favor, if you are resonating with the video, if you could give it a like and a comment, that would be great, because that helps grow the channel. And I'm getting back into the swing of things. I'm back. Keep saying yes. Oh, release. So check in and release. Number 13. There are 13 moon cycles in a year. It's all about cycles and releasing, right? The new moon is it's coming up, right? So check in when the new moon is. The end of a phase or a situation, right? Because at the end of the end of a year, the end of the 13, there's a whole new phase to come. And right now what I'm hearing is that you are at the end of a phase. So this is actually piggybacking off of yesterday. I feel like yesterday was about, releasing some of those thoughts, right? So that the new can come in. So I feel like this, like the end of that phase of that kind of negativity, that kind of dark cloud hanging over your head, it's coming to an end, okay? It's coming to a whole new level of release so that you can move forward and step forward. And it's time to move on from that old self. And one of the ways that you can do that is by checking in with yourself and seeing, what is your thoughts, what's old programming, and then, replacing it with something positive. But 13 is a very positive number. I hate that they've made this like the unlucky number, but really 13 moon phases in the year. 13 is the number of the goddess. And if you break it down, it comes to a 4, which is an angel number. So you can think of 13 as stepping into your power, stepping into your goddess, whether you're masculine or feminine, your goddess power within yourself. Oh, but transformation is here. I feel like there's a spiritual transformation. So that check-in words I'm hearing is check in with yourself spiritually. Check in with you. Not in what you have to do in the future, what the future holds. Like get real with yourself. Like sit in the mirror. Remember yesterday was about mirroring, right? As well. So check in the mirror and look at yourself. Check in. Okay, this is the Angel Therapy deck by Doreen Virtue. You're an earth angel. Oh my goodness, you are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. So whether you're here, so this could be definitely a message for some that you're meant to go out there and teach about love. But what I'm hearing overall is that teaching yourself love. You are an earth angel, and so you're very sensitive to all of the things going on, to society's energies, pressures, and projections, okay? So you're very sensitive to that is what I'm hearing. So when you check in and make sure that you're going in a direction that your soul, that you are aligned with, that is really important, because you don't want to get pulled. You don't want to get pulled by all of these other things, family expectations, society, all of that. What you want to do is check in and make sure that you're aligned to the path that your soul is on. Now, for a long time, me doing this work, I'm just thinking of this, I was scared to get out and do this work in a more public way. I went into my records, there was some past life stuff too, but overall, what I was scared of in moving forward is, because I have 4 kids, is I was scared the teasing or the ridicule or the projections onto my children. So, my kids are older now, and, being what I do and what I am is a lot more accepted now than it was 10 years ago. My youngest is now 15. So, and she, it's much more accepted. Her friends think it's cool. So her parents aren't scared of me. So, I had to go through that. That was my own thing, but I didn't have to not be me, is what I've been told. Is like I had to, I went through certain things and stuff like that, and it's all perfect and it's all well and good. But that was something that held me back, was that fear, that stuff in my records and in my past held me back. 444 on the clock held me back, because I was scared for my children and I came into protective mode. But instead of just being secure in what my soul was telling me to do, I allowed myself to get in the way of that. And Mama Bear Protector came in. And while that's good, it also wasn't in the best alignment for all of us. Okay? And I don't regret anything. You know, everything is perfect the way that it is. I'm not saying that. They wanted me to give an example of something where your soul is like lining up to do certain things, and you can feel that in that pull. But other things, even though they feel strong and right and virtuous and good, they can be coming from a place that is not 100% aligned with the truth. And there's so much possibility. And I'm seeing like these beautiful flowers bursting in my brain. There's so much more that can blossom and bloom the more that you step into your truth. It doesn't mean you're not going to bump against resistance in some ways and have lessons along that. But you're an earth angel. So keep in mind that you are very sensitive to the earth and to the situations, into society and everything around you, okay? So do you see here all of the butterflies inside this sphere of light? And it kind of reminds me of this card when we were talking about the moon phases and transformation. Okay, it's like you're an earth angel. So they're coming down and the angels are here supporting all of the earth angels to help transform fear to love. Okay, and Archangel Azrael, he's the archangel of death. So he's also like, so transformation, right? So this is actually the death card, transformation. So, sorry guys, in regular tarot, this is the death card. So I didn't even connect that until I saw Archangel Azrael. Didn't even think of it. But what I'm hearing is that it's just time to move on. Check in and move on from those past things. And Archangel Azrael also helps us deal with grief. So it could be grief of the death of a loved one, but it could also be like the death of an old you. It could be in grieving that and a relationship. So there's different kinds of grief. So check in and, you know, you can work with that. And you can also work with Rainbow Moonstone. Not Moonstone. Obsidian. Rainbow Obsidian helps work with grief, and it also will help you work with Archangel Azrael as a way to help you move through whatever it is that you may have some grief over. It could be that you lost someone and it's influencing, like, let's just say, I'm hearing like loss of a loved one early on, and how that impacted your family and death and stuff like that, and how it changed your life. And it's going back and checking in with that old you and letting go of some of the fears of all of that so that you can move forward. Okay, this is the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Luis. Yeah, I just feel this like shedding. Like I keep seeing like this beautiful, and I'm seeing like the snake, you know, shedding its old skin and just coming through a new thing and letting go of all of those fears that have manipulated you. And I don't mean manipulated as like some devious thing, but like, you know, that have gotten in the way. Like it's woven into your thought process, and you think when you look out, you know, from that and project out from that, you think you're making choices from a different place, but you're making choices from that base place. All right, the 4 Agreements. Yeah, Archangel Azrael is here. I see him. It's funny. I often see the angels hugging, but Archangel Azrael is usually a little bit more formidable for me, because he's like just this powerful archangel of transformation and just, but right now I see him like going in and just hugging each of us, and just wherever, check in and figure out wherever it is that you hold grief and apply this reading, because that is where this you can apply this reading to, okay? And he wants to come in and he just wants to like love and nurture and help us through that. You can use Rainbow Obsidian, he's just bringing it up again, to hold on to, okay? You can put it on your heart. Even there's Rainbow Obsidian hearts out there that are just absolutely gorgeous. I actually have one. So, okay. So the 4 Agreements: always do your best. Your best is changing all the time. And then the back: your best will depend on whether you are refreshed in the morning or tired at night. Your best will be different when you are happy as opposed to upset, or healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. And, you know, I keep hearing this like over and over again. You know, it's been a theme this week that we all have ebbs and flows and cycles. So, you know, you have a time of needing to go in. And so, like, you know, your cycle, you'll be really extroverted and getting a lot done and all of that. And then in the cycle, you may go within and need some quiet time. And what, you know, I'm hearing here, it's just always do your best no matter where you are in the cycles, those 13 cycles. Remember the cycles? So in that, where you are in your cycle, are you in that more introverted place where you need to go within and check in more? And that's okay. But what prolongs those periods is that self-judgment that comes in that self-abuse and regret. Okay, so remember, this is why I said simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So, you know, just know that you're doing your best, and it's going to look different than it did 2 months ago, 3 years ago, or maybe even in 5 years. Just do the best that you can right now. If you're moving through a heavy energy or a happy energy, your best is going to look different. Oh, I'm seeing something. Oh, be impeccable with your word. Express your love. Express your love. Express your love to yourself is what I'm hearing. They're not even saying to read the teaching. Just express your love. Express your love to yourself and to others, to your pets. There's someone, if you can think of someone right now inside your mind who you would like to say I love you to, or let them know the ways that you do love them, do that. Reach out and do that. Or if it's not somebody that you can reach out to, if it's someone on the other side, that's one of the things that you can do. Maybe it's someone that passed before you got to tell them, or find like a place of peace and resolution within the relationship. You can do that still, because there is still an energy link to their soul. So you can do that, okay? Or you can just do that even with somebody that's still alive. You can do that. You can talk to their higher self, or to their soul, when you go into quiet meditation, and just share everything. Write them a letter and then burn it on the full moon, and just know that that's that transformation, that's that release. You'll be able to free a lot of energy around yourself. Right now I'm using the Soul Purpose Oracle by Divine Essentials. Let's see what wants to come through here. Okay, they're saying stop. Crystal Activator. You intuitively connect and retrieve information from crystals. So I'm definitely hearing find a crystal. If you resonate with crystals and love to work with crystals, the one that just popped into your head, go work with it. And if there's one that you want that you haven't got, you can go get. But I'm hearing that you have them inside your, if you have them and you have them inside your house, you can work with that one. And if you, that rainbow obsidian is really good for healing grief. And grief is a lot of like when a relationship dies, whether that's friendship, romantic, family, or someone crosses over. And we have a lot of unfinished things said and unfinished energies with that relationship. You can find different crystals to help you work through that grief. Also another great one for grief is the Apache Tear. But also I've been working with, like I said, the rainbow, oh my gosh, I can't believe rainbow obsidian to really help me move through that. And if you want to work with the Lemurian crystals have information encoded in it, and you can work with that to help get you through a higher level of energy to work through everything that you're going through, to have a higher understanding. Because the way that the Lemurians come to me is that they really want to help us, express that love, right? It's to teach about that love. And one of the ways that you can do that is turning all of these fear-based and negative projections out into the world or onto yourself, is starting turning those thoughts and those projections into projections of love. Express your love. Okay. All right. So I'll send you all my love. I'm so happy to be doing this with you guys again. It makes me very excited to be working like this again with you. Okay. Mwah.